ko ika avina e kia ia e hopili mai e ke manava pe kukako he mana kamako oh Hawaiian kickboxer.
Bless up.
Yeah. I'm way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed.
Alright, back at it with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters. And this was probably a pretty motherfucking good video to start the day off with. Bless up. Fuck you talking about, dude. Max motherfucking Holloway. Easily one of my favorite fighters. Been one of my favorite fighters since before the auto fight. Fuck what you talking about. Welcome aboard the Max Holloway train if you're just joining. I joined after the Ricardo Lamas fight that I watched. That was my first time really watching a Max Holloway fight and knowing who the fuck he was. I think he was on like a 9 or 8 fight winning streak. I was like, oh damn, who's this dude? He's on a winning streak like this. Let me pay attention to him. So I'm motherfucking I watched that fight and he was winning the whole fight, fucking fight. In the fourth round, he fucking pointed at the ground like, let's fucking let him bang, bro. Like, he didn't have to do it. This is what I'm saying. He was winning the whole fight. He could have just let the last minute go off and win the decision. But no, he chose to meet Ricardo Lamas in the middle of the fucking ring and said, hey, if you want to throw down like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, we can do that too. Max Holloway pointed at the ground like it's Rock'em Sock'em Robot time. Even though I'm winning the fight, we're going Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And Max Holloway won the motherfucking Rock'em Sock'em exchange. See, he had everything to lose there. He could have fucked around and got clipped up and lost the fight he already won. He didn't give a fuck and still won that exchange. So that's when he became easily one of my favorite fighters. Then he went on to motherfucking win. Who'd he beat after that? I think he beat someone else before he beat Anthony Pettis. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he ended up beating someone else, I think, and then Anthony Pettis finished Anthony Pettis. Now he just motherfucking beat Jose Aldo, Jose Waldo, Jose Waldo. Fuck you, time mad dude. Finished him in the third round, and new, and now undisputed. No motherfucking interim, nothing. Take that interim belt back. Give me the real deal. Jose went down in Brazil, in his hometown. Max Holloway came through, held it down for Hawaii. Been campaigning for UFC Hawaii forever. That's another reason I like him. He holds it down. He ain't trying to fight in New York. He ain't trying to fight in Ireland. He ain't trying to fight Conor McGregor in Ireland. He's trying to fucking bring UFC to Hawaii, holding it down for his hometown. Hey, if you don't like Max Holloway, I don't give a fuck. I don't know why. I don't know why you don't. I don't know why you don't. His last loss was to Conor McGregor and went to decision. Conor said he was hurt that fight. Max said he was hurt that fight. Who gives a fuck? It was before Max Holloway was in his prime, I'll tell you that much. Max Holloway's on an 11-fight win streak right now, only 25 years old, and he just won the belt. So Conor beat him 12 fights ago when he was probably 22 years old. And I'll tell you, we're going to do this streak because this is Max Holloway versus the world, so let's get into it. We're going to do the history, and then we're going to motherfucking get into 1 through 15 in the UFC fucking featherweight division, how I think he would do against all these guys. So let's do the fucking history. So let's start off with his first loss. His first loss was his very first fight in the UFC versus Dustin Poirier. He lost in the first round via triangle armbar. In the first round. That it was on the Nick Diaz Carlos Condit card, and yes, that was his first fight in the UFC. That was in 2012. It's 2017, so that was 5 years ago. So he was only 20 years old at that time. Then he went on a 3-fight winning streak in the UFC. So he was up to 3-1 in the UFC. After that, he fought his first real competition outside of Dustin Poirier, which was Dennis Bermudez. He lost that fight to a split decision. So now he was 3-2 in the UFC when he was going to fight Conor McGregor. He still hadn't beat any top-level competition because he still was not in his prime going into this fight. Now, mind you, Conor McGregor still wasn't a savage at this point either, because Conor McGregor was fighting a guy coming off of a loss. So, I mean, Conor McGregor was fighting Max Holloway. Now we know who Max Holloway is, but at that point, Conor McGregor was fighting a young Max Holloway. Let's see, it was 2013, so it's 4 years ago. So he was 21. He was fighting a 21-year-old Max Holloway, new to the UFC, coming off of a loss. So, I mean, I would love to see the rematch. I'm not going to automatically give it to Conor for sure. Fuck no. I would, fuck them. Holloway's my dude. Fuck you talking about? So, yeah, you can't just say Conor smacked his head off or none of that stupid shit, because No. Holloway was only 22 years old, 21 years old, still hadn't even beat any top level competition in the UFC. Still a young dude. That loss made him 3-3 in the UFC. And since that loss to Conor McGregor, he has not lost again. Now he's fucking 25. Now he's the champion. Now he's on an 11 fight win streak. Let's go through his wins. It's not like he's just beating cans. I'll tell you that much. After the Conor McGregor loss, that was a 2-fight losing streak. So he did fight a few people that you might not know. Will Chope, and then he beat Andre Fili, actually you might know. And then he beat Clay Collard, 3-fight win streak. Akira Krasani, 4-fight win streak. Cole Miller, let's get it, 5-fight win streak. Cub Swanson, 6-fight win streak. Charles Oliveira, 7-fight win streak. Jeremy Stevens, 8-fight win streak. Ricardo Lamas, 9-fight win streak. Okay, so that was the fight before the Pettis fight, because Anthony Pettis, 10-fight win streak. First person to finish Anthony Pettis, I believe. Jose Aldo, 11-fight win streak. A lot of people fucking thought Jose Aldo was going to come in here and chop him down. Nope, didn't happen. That's 11-fight win streak. I don't know whether, hey, Max Holloway, he said before his last fight, I'm not chasing Conor McGregor. I want to make my own star. Fuck that dude. And hey, he made his own star. And check this out. It was so hilarious. If you were watching the weigh-ins when Jose Aldo was weighing in, they had fucking as soon as the camera panned to Jose Aldo, the whole YouTube chat went 13, 13, 13, 13, like 1 million 13s, dude. 1 million of them. There were so much people just there trolling Aldo. All of them had to be rooting for Holloway. Holloway came out there and finished him. A lot of that Conor rub just from the Aldo is going to go on to Holloway now. He's his own star. He ain't got to chase Conor. What do you mean? Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar. Insane. Can't wait. Cub Swanson the rematch. Can't wait. Ricardo Lamas can come get his rematch. Can't wait. Jeremy Stevens. Charles Oliveira. Anybody want to come get your rematch? Can't wait. Conor, you want to come get your rematch? Can't wait. What are you talking about? Cody Garbrandt, you want to come up? Sit your little ass down. What you talking about? Let's go, dude. Max fucking Holloway. Now that's his motherfucking history. One more thing on his history. Let's get into his record. He's just a quick breakdown of his finishes and decisions and submissions and shit. If this shit would scroll up. Okay, so he's 18 wins, 3 losses, 8 KO, TKO, 2 submission, 8 decision. Fucking well-rounded fighter, dude. He finishes people. Usually he breaks people down. But yeah, he can get the submission. He'll win by this. He's lost 2 decisions and lost 1 submission. I don't give a fuck, dude. This is one of my favorite fighters. Let's get into what I think he'll do in the UFC against the top 1 through 15. Fuck you tell me, dude. Alright, well, the champion, we know who that is. Fuck you tell me, Max Holloway. I think he would fucking win against Max Holloway because he's fucking Max Holloway, dude. He would win and lose because you can't beat Max and he can't lose. Alright. Jose Aldo just got beat. Who's number 2? Her number 1, Frankie Edgar. I don't have it pulled up yet. I'm going off my head while I pull it up. Frankie Edgar. I would love to see the fight just because it's gonna be fresh for Frankie, man. I know Frankie was happy as fuck whenever Max Holloway won, dude. That means he gets a title shot now. If Aldo won, Frankie's just got to sit around and beat up dudes like Yair until Aldo's off his throne. But now it's Frankie's turn. But I honestly don't think Frankie can beat. I'll tell you now, I don't think Frankie's gonna beat Max Holloway. Hey, pretty much all of these guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think any of these. Shit, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I'll just go down the list. Max Holloway is my favorite fighter in this division right now. So we got Frankie Edgar, and I think that Frankie Edgar would be the one I want to see the most. Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway. I would like to see that fight the most. I would definitely love to see that fight. But I would root for fucking Max Holloway. Alright, then we got Ricardo Lamas, Cub Swanson, Korean Zombie, Anthony Pettis, Yair Rodriguez. So Anthony Pettis is going up. Jeremy Stevens, Brian Ortega, Dennis Bermudez. Hey, Dennis Bermudez is one of the guys that beat Max Holloway. But it was, like I said, right before the Conor McGregor loss. He was still 21 years old. So, I mean, maybe he can get that fucking rematch over Dennis Bermudez. You know, like some Michael Bisping, Dan Henderson shit. Like, no, I want to avenge my loss. Let me beat Dennis Bermudez's ass. But, yeah, I think, let's see, Korean Superboy, Darren Elkins, Rasad Bektik, Henan Barao. Man, I definitely got Max Holloway beating all these guys. I definitely do. Fuck yeah, man. Max Holloway. Bless up. Fuck your time, Matt. Jose Aldo went down. Now the question is, what's Jose Aldo gonna do? Is he gonna move up to lightweight? What's Frankie Edgar? Or man? Max Holloway might be able to go down in weight. He might be able to. No, he probably can't go down. He can go up in weight, maybe. I don't know, man. I'm excited for this shit. This just shook up the whole motherfucking UFC's featherweight division. It refreshed the whole featherweight division, dude. If Jose Aldo was up there, you kind of knew what was gonna happen. You were gonna pick Jose Aldo. Maybe Jose Aldo's gonna come up and get the rematch. Maybe he's gonna win a fight and get the rematch. Maybe he's gonna fight fucking Ricardo Lamas now that fucking Korean Zombie fell out of the fight. Or maybe Jose Aldo versus, I don't know what's gonna happen. This shit is, I'm excited as hell for real about this division. I don't know, Max Holloway should be able to fight again soon. He did get clipped up a little bit in the first round, but other than that, man, I think he's good. UFC Hawaii, let's go. Alright, man, yeah, it's fucking Max Holloway versus the world, dude. Bless up. Fuck you talking about? I'm excited as hell. I can't get as excited as I was last night because my fucking girls are asleep, but I'm telling you, I'm excited as hell about this shit. I don't know what to say, man. Fuck it. It is what it is. Let the hitters know what you think in the comments.